Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to North Charleston, South Carolina, and we are live here for Monday Night Raw, and tonight we are kicking off tonight's action in hot style with the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. And the Street Profits are ready to bring the swag, and they want all the smoke. Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, former SmackDown Tag Team Champions, they will be taking on the team of Elton Prince and Kit Wilson, the team of Pretty Deadly. And I'm getting word in my headset that we're going to be getting a look at the updated brackets for the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. And if you saw last week, we saw the Creed brothers take on the Brawling Brutes in a huge hellacious matchup that the Creed brothers would eventually win the first match of the Dusty Classic. This is the second one, ladies and gentlemen, and we have another one here tonight as well, so stay tuned for that. And not only do we have championship implications later in the night, but, well, you just gotta wait and see. The King of the Ring tournament continues as well, as Pete Dunne will take on Josh Briggs in the main event here tonight on Monday Night Raw. And in the other Dusty Rhodes Classic matchup, I'll get to the rest of the card when this matchup is over. But for now, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, both of these men ready to kick some ass and take some names. Street Profits most recently losing their SmackDown Tag Team Championships at WrestleMania Night 2 to the team of Imperium. And the team of Elton Prince and Kit Wilson, Pretty Deadly, making their debut here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Well, what a debut as well. Just having the opportunity to compete already for Tag Team Gold in your first matchup. But here, as you can see, the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Right now, we have only had one matchup. The Creed brothers defeated the Brawling Brutes in the first group. But tonight, we will be doing matchups from both groups. So, now, as we've explained, but I will explain it again. Out of the 4 teams in both groups, the team that has the most wins will challenge the other winner of the other group, and the winner of that matchup will be contested at King of the Ring, and the winners will get the Dusty Classic Cup, but they will also be entitled to a Raw Tag Team Championship matchup whenever they'd like over the next couple of months. And look at this now. Oh man, Montez Ford just dropped right onto his head, courtesy of Elton Prince. And look at this now, Elton Prince just taking full control of the matchup thus far. And I mean, as you can see, you know, these two, oh, look at this. Look at this, Elton Prince just getting into the mind of Angelo Dawkins, but Montez Ford fighting back. And look at this now, Montez Ford over the ropes, drops him, DDT right onto his head. And like I was saying, Elton Prince and Kit Wilson, they may look a little, you know, not your typical style for a ferocious tag team, but, you know, they've been all over the world, especially in our UK developmental circuit. And Elton Prince and Kit Wilson have surely shined in their own right, now getting an opportunity to compete on Raw. And look at this now, Elton Prince going to take control of the matchup, gets the tag into Kit Wilson and boots him right directly in the face. And a shooting star to follow. What a beautiful shooting star press. And look at that already. You can just tell that the crowd here in South Carolina are not on the side of Pretty Deadly, especially Kit Wilson. Oh! And look at that. Whoa, Montez Ford able to kip right up out of the Hurricane Rana. Montez Ford with a beautiful rock bottom. And a shooting star to follow. I guess if you want to one-up your competition, you got to do it in style, and that's what Montez Ford is doing right now. Montez Ford now gets the tag into Angelo Dawkins, the powerhouse of the Street Profits. And wait a minute now. Boom, big body slam. And wait a minute, what is Look at this now. Angelo Dawkins. Oh! Just tossing Montez Ford over his head and splashing him down. Oh, wait a minute. And a second splash to follow. Into the pinfall here. Angelo Dawkins could have the matchup put away. But Angelo not gonna take it sitting down. Angelo, you know, there's a reason why he won the championship in the first place. There's a reason why they were the champions at WrestleMania. They walked into WrestleMania as the champions, but right now they might be in trouble as there was a pay dirt by Kit Wilson and not even a count of 2 before Angelo Dawkins could kick out. You got to think too, he's a lot more fresh in this matchup than Angelo is, and just Montez Ford just looking down. Look at this now into the corner. Oh my God, what a boot, and directly in the face of not only Angelo Dawkins, but Montez Ford as well. And oh, it's sort of a weird choice to, have, separate the ring, but it's in the opposite corner, because right now Montez Ford, he can't really do anything about it, and he's just watching Angelo Dawkins get a fistful of Kit Wilson. Oh! And Angelo Dawkins out of the gate immediately with the shoulder tackle. Oh, and a kick directly to the spine. And Angelo Dawkins, big clothesline knocking him down. And an elbow drop to follow. And now Angelo Dawkins preparing to put him away, but no, dragon screw delivered by Kit Wilson. Angelo Dawkins pulled back up to his feet, but Kit Wilson, oh my God, what a slam. And look at this now as Kit Wilson lining up Angelo Dawkins. Big drop kick to the side of the head. Angelo Dawkins might be in trouble. There's the tag in the Elton Prince. Angelo Dawkins, he's inching. He's near feet away. But look at this. Elton Prince able to stop him. Well scouted, but right now Angelo Dawkins, he's in trouble. And oh, again. Angelo Dawkins now pulled up to his feet. Then Angelo looks to... Oh, wait a minute. He looked to get back into this matchup, but a kick to the gut and a DDT to spike Angelo Dawkins' head into the mat. And look at this now. Just... Oh! Angelo Dawkins just reaching, trying to reach for that tag in any minute that he can. But right now, he's getting that whirlwind he needs. Big bulldog courtesy of Angelo Dawkins. Big clothesline, but no. Elton Prince able to counter. And look at that. Able to get the tag into Kit Wilson. Well scouted. Oh, trying to go for a single leg drop kick maybe. Angelo Dawkins trying to go for a big right hand. But no. Oh, wait. What is this? Angelo throws a shot. And look at this. He's going to go on a wild ride courtesy of Kit Wilson. Kit Wilson pulling Angelo up to his feet. And wait a minute now. Oh, and big face buster driving him face first. And now Elton Prince on the ring, on the apron, just cheering on his buddy. And look at this, Kit Wilson with a kick to the gut. Oh no, moves out of the way is Kit Wilson. Angelo Dawkins with a huge knee and a big clothesline to follow. It's just back and forth, and that just ended real quick with that enziguri. And now, as you can see, Angelo Dawkins trying to, get back into his corner. There he goes. Big tag in the Montez Ford. Followed up with the Bulldog into a tag. What? Well scouted by Montez Ford. Oh, big C4 from Montez Ford. And now Montez Ford, you can just see how back and forth Montez Ford has been throughout this matchup, but right now, he could be having Kit Wilson in trouble as he drops the other man of Pretty Deadly with a rock bottom. And now Montez Ford now going up to the second rope. Kit Wilson is dazed and confused, trying to go for a blockbuster maybe, but Kit Wilson moved out of the way. And into the corner he goes. Oh my God, and now Kit Wilson just stomping onto the head and shoulders of Montez Ford, not even wanting to show any kind of wrestling fortitude. Just absolutely unloaded on Ford. And now Elton Prince taking full advantage of the dirty tactics by Pretty Deadly. But Montez Ford able to get back into it. Trying to follow up with a shooting star press, but I think Elton Prince got the knees up. And look at this now. Elton Prince, neck breaker to follow. And look at this. Oh, look at this. Elton Prince just always the ever so... wait a minute. And I think his vanity might be his downfall. as Angelo Dawkins in the ring, already cleaning house, taking down Elton Prince. Oh, moves out of the way of the clothesline. Big right hand. And look at this now. Here comes Kit Wilson. Angelo Dawkins. Oh, a shot to the back. And oh, elbow directly to the face and a spear. Angelo Dawkins could have this matchup put away. Elton Prince is down and out, but no, he gets the shoulder up at 2. What powerhouse abilities from Angelo Dawkins, taking on not one, but both members of Pretty Deadly at once. And now you can see Elton Prince going to the top rope. Angelo Dawkins, look at this. Oh my God, he was not expecting that one. Just ate a knee directly to the boot. And I think Elton Prince is looking for his tag partner. He thinks he has him back, but no. Oh, look at this now. Angelo. Oh my God, what an enziguri. That enziguri nearly sent his head into the cheap seats. But now Angelo Dawkins taking full advantage of the misstep from Elton Prince. Look at this, and boom! Big spine buster from the heavens! Angelo Dawkins, he's readying up Montez Ford into the pinfall. Kit Wilson is down and out, and the Street Profits pick up a victory. What a matchup to kick off the Dusty Classic here tonight, but also to kick off Monday Night Raw. Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins with one hell of a victory, knocking off Pretty Deadly in the first matchup of their what is soon to be many matches in the tournament. But here is the updated bracket for the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. The Street Profits are 1-0, and the Pretty Deadly are at 0-1. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, we will be seeing T-Bar and his Messiah, Joe Gacy, versus Los Lotharios. And also, RK Bro will be stepping into the ring with the motley crew of Elias, the very musical motley crew of Elias and Fandango. But the main event here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Pete Dunne takes on Josh Briggs in the King of the Ring tournament final first round matchup for Raw. And, ladies and gentlemen, up next is Shayna Baszler versus Rhea Ripley, the rematch in the Queen's Crown tournament. But well, as you saw there, that was some interviews with the other winners of the most recent tournament matches for the Raw Queen's Crown tournament. Viper defeating Indy Hartwell, Mia Yim defeating Xia Li. But as you see, it's time for some brutality all the way from ECW. Rhea Ripley makes her return to Monday Night Raw for one. Well, let's just hope it's not one night only. But Rhea Ripley finally getting her revenge, her rematch that she's been wanting with Shayna Baszler, even if it's not even for the title. If anyone remembers, all the way back in Season 3, Rhea Ripley challenged Shayna Baszler for the Raw Women's Championship at Armageddon. And after a big back and forth matchup, it was Shayna Baszler who would eventually choke out Rhea Ripley, and Ripley would lose her opportunity for the Raw Women's Championship. And now, over on ECW, she has been colliding heads with the likes of Shotzi Blackheart, Toxic Attraction, Cora Jade, Io Shirai, all of those superstars that you want to see on ECW. But now she's here as an ECW wild card. And she has one hell of an opportunity, but she also has one hell of a competition up against her. Shayna Baszler, the former Raw Women's Champion, before she was eventually defeated by Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania. And now with Shayna Baszler no longer having that title, she has been, you know, sort of trying to get it back. I mean, why wouldn't you? Losing the championship on the biggest, you know, on the biggest stage of them all. It's certainly, you know, something that you can never recover from. But as we've seen, Shayna has taken the likes of just beating the shit out of people or just, you know, demanding matchups so that she can determine her power. And to her credit, Shayna Baszler has one of the more impressive win-loss records on Monday Night Raw. But like I said, as is Rhea Ripley is a huge competition to Shayna Baszler, it's vice versa. You can just hear the crowd. They are on the side of Rhea Ripley here tonight. Certainly Shayna Baszler not a fan favorite here. And look at this. Already, these women just want to beat the shit out of each other. They know what each other are like in the middle of that ring. As Rhea Ripley immediately with an STO takes her down. Big leg drop to follow. Rhea Ripley and Shayna Baszler, these women have shared the ring in the past, but now they have shared the ring in the past, but Rhea Ripley is simply Shayna Baszler now knocking her down and a huge kick to the face. And look at this now, Shayna Baszler just mounting on top of Rhea Ripley and a huge, oh my god, look at these forearm strikes, just trying to open up a gash on the head of Rhea Ripley. Now Shayna steps on the arm. Oh my god! Again, not very well liked, especially here in North Charleston. But look at this now, Shayna Baszler with a shot. Rhea Ripley with an even harder one. Takes down Shayna Baszler with a tackle. Rhea Ripley, wait a minute now. Grabbing Shayna. Look at this. Rhea, oh my god! The power of Rhea Ripley tossing Shayna Baszler aside. And look at this now with a shot to the gut. And again, Rhea Ripley. Oh man, big chop from the master of brutality. But look at this now, Rhea Ripley lifting up Shayna Baszler and dropping her down. Big fireman's carry into a spine buster, but no, Shayna almost nonchalantly getting her shoulder up, making sure that, you know, she's not going to be called out. I mean, you know, when it comes to Shayna Baszler, she's unpredictable, but so is Rhea Ripley, as she just countered out of that clothesline with a huge sit-out jawbreaker. But look at this now, Shayna Baszler trying to continue the matchup and spears the living hell out of Rhea Ripley. And look at this now, Shayna lifts up Rhea Ripley. Oh, and just deadlifts her. Powerbomb position, has her into a cover, but no, Rhea Ripley able to kick out. Shayna Baszler continues this. Oh, wait a minute. It looked like she tried to go for that step-up punch, but Rhea Ripley, look at this. Uh-oh, the snake bite. Face first goes snake. Oh, man, face first goes Shayna Baszler. That's what I was trying to say. But look at this now, Rhea Ripley. Look at this with Shayna up on her shoulders. Again, drops her with that fireman's carry into a spine buster. Rhea Ripley is... I mean, we want to talk about sports entertainment. You want to talk about wrestling. And right now, I think we're seeing two wrestlers literally beating the shit out of each other for an opportunity at one of the most prestigious tournaments in wrestling history. And look at this now, Shayna Baszler waiting for Rhea Ripley to get up. Shot. Wait a minute. Counter. Rhea Ripley with an STO. Stopping Shayna Baszler dead in her tracks. Oh, and there's a boot directly to the nose of Rhea Ripley. Look at this now. Rhea Ripley. Oh. Rhea Ripley grabbing Shayna Baszler trying to go for a super kick. Oh, and look at this now. Shayna takes out the legs. Boom. And again, another kick to the chest. But now Baszler, trying to go for a roundhouse. Rhea Ripley counters, shot to the back. I mean, both of these women very technically inclined, very athletically inclined as well. Both possess such power and such technician skills that it'll literally just beat you upside the head and you wouldn't even know it. And look at this now, Rhea Ripley, trying to go for a shot, but Shayna, look at this, Shayna Baszler firing back. Shayna Baszler, wait a minute, takes down Rhea Ripley, and look at this, look at these palm strikes. Look at these palm strikes from Rhea Ripley, to Rhea Ripley. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit tongue-tied, getting a little ahead of myself. Shayna, boom, what a knee. Shayna Baszler with a knee directly under the chin of Rhea Ripley. But Shayna Baszler again not going to take it down. Look at this now. Shayna, oh, a knee to the side of the head. Again, Shayna Baszler not showing any remorse, especially for somebody that she knows she can defeat. She's done it in the past. Can she do it again? Shayna Baszler, butterfly DDT, dropping Rhea Ripley in the middle of the ring. Shayna now hooking the leg. Rhea trying to get that last bit of energy, pushes Shayna Baszler off of her. Shayna beside herself, cannot believe this. Oh, and look at this now. Shayna goes to where she knows best, on the mat. Shayna Baszler now, look at this, trying to, I don't think she's got it fully locked in, trying to get that triangle hold. Oh my God, but no, Rhea Ripley, look at the power of Rhea Ripley. Just deadlifting Shayna Baszler out of that triangle hold, able to drop her down for a power bomb. But now Rhea taking control of the situation, grabs Shayna Baszler and just, oh my God, just whips her against the ropes. Baszler may have landed on her neck from that one. Shayna going for, or Rhea Ripley trying to go for a clothesline. Baszler, oh no, look at this, kick to the gut. What is she doing here? Shayna Baszler, big cutter from Shayna Baszler. 1, 2, no. Big cutter from Shayna Baszler, able to just deadlift Rhea Ripley up and just slammed her face first. But now, oh no. Shayna Baszler now locking in an armbar, or maybe trying to get an armbar in. Rhea Ripley still got some life in her, trying to get out of it here. Oh, but she knows the tricks. Rhea Ripley knows Shayna Baszler's tricks. Oh, and look at the shots directly to the face. Directly to the face of Baszler. Ripley now continues the fight here. Rhea Ripley lifts up Shayna. Big power bomb. Rhea Ripley now into the cover. 1. No! Not even a 2. Rhea Ripley has to do some more and more damage to take her down. But now Shayna, look at the assault here. Just the absolute disgusting nature of Shayna Baszler. Oh, and Rhea Ripley with a shot. But look at this now. Rhea Ripley with a boot directly to the side of the head. Rhea Ripley continuing the matchup here. No, Shayna catches the leg, but Rhea Ripley able to counter it with an enziguri. Shayna Baszler caught off guard. Rhea Ripley pulls Shayna Baszler in for the Riptide. Cover. And just like that, Rhea Ripley gets redemption. What a matchup from two of the best that WWE has to offer. Rhea Ripley picks up the win, and she continues on in the Queen's Crown tournament. What a victory for Rhea Ripley. But ladies and gentlemen, as you can see here, this is the updated Queen's Crown bracket now. Rhea Ripley will be taking on the winner of Io Shirai and whoever she will be facing next week on Monday Night Raw. That will be in the books next week. And wait a minute, that's the WWE Champion Finn Balor walking backstage. He's certainly got to be keeping an eye on his matchup next week. And there's Seth Rollins. I don't know what the hell. Certainly the diabolical Seth Rollins. I mean, you know, some would say they don't like this new persona of his, but maybe that's just how Seth Rollins has been all along. And what in the hell? Well, you see, he's coming out to the Dominic Dijakovic graphics, but this is not Dominic Dijakovic. That's Joe Gacy and T-Bar. Gacy taking Dominic Dijakovic under his wing. You can just see the sadistic smile on Joe Gacy. I mean, especially with I mean, I want to refer to him as Dijakovic, but I just can't. I mean, that's just not who he is anymore. But anyway, T-Bar and Joe Gacy, one of the most recent teams to join Monday Night Raw. And we saw that last week. We saw Dominik Dijakovic answer the Intercontinental Championship Open Challenge of Keith Lee. And the former friends, I mean, the former, frenemies, I mean, they were fighting each other back and forth every week on NXT for whatever championship. And now, I mean, just look at him. He's certainly not Dijakovic anymore. And Joe Gacy, I think he could care less. Joe Gacy just idly sits by with that sadistic smile. It's unnerving. But a team that has certainly been climbing up the ranks as of late, Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo, two of the best that Mexico has to offer. Los Lotharios make their way to the ring, but the question is, Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo, both of these guys, Angel Garza taking a loss in the first round of the Cruiserweight Classic. Humberto Carrillo finally returning from injury that he sustained from Randy Orton all the way back in season 3, I believe. And Humberto Carrillo returning at WrestleMania during the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal just kicked off the tag team between these two men, and ever since they've been looking for that next bit of opportunity. And now, as you can see, Humberto Carrillo, trying to immediately go after T-Bar. But as you see, T-Bar just immediately just taking him away. Jesus Christ. The power. But look at that. I was going to say the power of T-Bar is overwhelming. And Humberto Carrillo took him off guard for a second with that Hurricane Rana. Oh my God. That German suplex sending Humberto Carrillo all the way across the ring. Now Dijakovic, trying to go for a discus clothesline. Humberto moves out of the way. Dijakovic pushes him back. And once again, there's me slipping up saying Dijakovic. It's, kind of hard, but T-Bar right now, he's continuing the assault on Humberto Carrillo. And look at this, Dominik Dijakovic, or T-Bar, whatever you want to call him. Joe Gacy gets the tag. And there, as you can see, Gacy just... And that's something else too. Joe Gacy might be a sniveling piece of slime, but it's like Joe Gacy is, more than competent in the ring, and I don't know if Joe Gacy is going to be able to. Trying to go for an exploder suplex. Humberto Carrillo rolls up Gacy, and Angel Garza immediately in the ring. Look at this. He counters, and look at this. Humberto counters back. Angel Garza has no idea what to do. But Angel Garza immediately stopping T-Bar in his tracks with a clothesline. And look at this now, Humberto. Look at this, Joe Gacy offering open arms, but gets the tag into Angel Garza as Humberto. And look at this, Gacy with a shot directly to the nose. And that one was directly to the back. Joe Gacy grabbing Angel Garza. But Garza able to counter. Angel Garza, Gacy trying to go for a clothesline. Garza counters, big enziguri to the side of the head, taking Joe Gacy off guard. Joe Gacy is continuing. Look at this now. Angel Garza could be looking for something big here. Gacy, what a counter with a Hurricane Rana. Sending him away with the Hurricane Rana is Joe Gacy. But now, wait a minute. Joe Gacy sending Garza into the corner. Gacy could have him. Yes, he's in a bad position here. Tagging in T-Bar, and look at this. The monstrous power of both Joe Gacy and T-Bar never ceases to amaze. But now T-Bar looking to take him out. No, look at this. Oh my God. A chokeslam toss from T-Bar. And look at this now, Humberto into the middle of the ring with a missile drop kick. Joe Gacy trying to get in the middle of the ring, but the referee distracting him. But the referee was caught off guard. Now, as you can see, T-Bar, look at this, trying to take on both members of Los Lotharios at once. Oh my God. What a shot from Humberto. Definitely a cheap shot. Trying to go for a super kick is Angel Garza, but Dijakovic catches him off guard. Big power bomb. Big power bomb drops him. And wait a minute now. Joe Gacy. T-Bar goes over to Joe Gacy for advice, but Humberto Carrillo gets the tag, and look at that! T-Bar just not even missing a sweat. Oh! Trying to go for a discus clothesline. Garza just rolls out of the way in style. Big DDT from Humberto, dropping T-Bar in the middle of the ring. But now he goes to the top rope. Big splash from Humberto. And into the corner is T-Bar. Or I wasn't going to say T-Bar. I was going to say Angel Garza. Angel Garza still in the corner watching on. And T-Bar is surprisingly getting a lot more. Oh, wait a minute. I spoke too soon. Oh, big hip toss out of the corner. And now Dijakovic, big knee. Big knee dropping Humberto down. And wait a minute now. Dijakovic looking at Humberto Carrillo. He is winding him up. Oh, no. Signature T-Bar with a big discus, big boot. And wait a minute. Dijakovic. Oh. I know he's still in there. But T-Bar right now with a big corkscrew moonsault. He's, oh no, look at this. T-Bar got him up. Feast your eyes, Humberto. And into the cover, Joe Gacy not even trying to break up the pinfall. Joe Gacy and T-Bar pick up the win. What a matchup. T-Bar showing off his impressive ability, and Joe Gacy showing off his absolute power over T-Bar that we were not expecting. But as you, oh, wait a minute, wait, the Intercontinental Champion Keith Lee is out here. Wait, what does Keith Lee mean by his homeboys? Is right. Wait, look at the ring! Look at the ring! It's Rey Mysterio! Rey Mysterio! They're back! Last time we saw Dominic and Rey, it was when only. Wait, Dominic Mysterio! I was gonna say, he just came from the barricade, hopped on the top rope, and now it looks like Joe Gacy has gotten out of here. T-Bar told him to get away, trying to protect his boss or his Messiah at any withstand. But Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio have made their way back to Monday Night Raw, and it looks like they have their first target. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the updated bracket again for the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Joe Gacy and T-Bar and the Street Profits standing at 1-0, and Los Lotharios and Pretty Deadly both looking at 0-1. But if you have missed anything of the King of the Ring tournament, here are some highlights videos. This is the first matchup that took place. Shinsuke Nakamura, the King of Strong Style, took on the Painmaker, Chris Jericho. And after a beautiful Kinshasa, it was the ending of that matchup. And then as you can see here, it was Sami Zayn, Mr. Money in the Bank, who would take on the King of Swing, Cesaro, in a back and forth matchup that we were just already expecting from both of these men. The rematch, Cesaro would eventually pick up the win, and Cesaro now moves on to take on Shinsuke Nakamura next week. And then last week, ladies and gentlemen, if you saw the King of the Ring tournament, it was a real David and Goliath matchup as Cedric Alexander went one-on-one with Evolution member Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre and Cedric Alexander will push each other to the absolute limit. But in the end, it was Drew McIntyre who would drop Cedric Alexander with the Future Shock and pick up the win, moving on in the tournament. That is your updated King of the Ring bracket. But ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to move to our second matchup of the Dusty Classic here tonight, and our final Dusty Classic matchup of the night as well. And as you see, these two men, I would say they kind of went away, but, you know, Fandango as Johnny Curtis, he, you know, was Tyler Breeze's stylist. Then he was on ECW with the Johnny Curtis World Tour. And Elias, the last time we saw him was all the way back in Season 2 when he aligned himself with Aiden English and Rusev. But now, Elias and Fandango, both of these guys teaming up. They want to make another name for themselves. They want to show that, these guys, we're not jokes like everyone thinks. But look who they're going to be up against. The ovation for Matt Riddle is always astounding, but right now, Matt Riddle and Randy Orton about to step into the ring together again as a team. I mean, these guys have absolutely been, just bonding, being bros, being Riddle and Randy. And here, Randy Orton makes his way towards the ring, and Matt Riddle, his tag team partner. You can just see Randy Orton is still a little bit cautious about this tag team. I mean, Randy, if you saw at the most recent pay-per-view Backlash, Randy Orton would go one-on-one with Matt Riddle in a United Kingdom Championship matchup before that title would be vacated and changed to the UK developmental circuit known as NXT UK. But now, with the North American champion Oney Lorcan looking on over everybody's shoulders, especially after what happened earlier tonight. Well, I'll explain that in a little bit, but oh, wait a minute, Fandango. And there you see Fandango. He's certainly confident, and the bell rings. Here we go. Wait a minute. Oh, quick as a cat. Matt Riddle tagged Randy Orton as soon as the matchup began, and Matt Riddle popping Fandango up into an RKO. 1, 2. Oh my God. What a quick victory for RK Bro here tonight. And that smile on Randy Orton's face says it all. RK Bro didn't even have to get their hands dirty, and it was one big super RKO that would eventually pick up the win for both of these men here tonight. That was certainly a quick matchup for the Dusty Classic. But ladies and gentlemen, next week, if you want to know what will be taking place, RK Bro will be stepping into the ring again in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic against the Brawling Brutes. That is right. But also, Pretty Deadly will be taking on Los Lotharios in a matchup that is set to be a high-flying cruiserweight encounter. But also, continuing on with the tournament stuff, Io Shirai from ECW makes her way towards the ring on Monday Night Raw against a mystery opponent. I have not yet been revealed who this will be, but we can guarantee it's going to be a banger. And as you can see, the King of the Ring moves on in the semi-final matchup of Monday Night Raw's King of the Ring tournament. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Cesaro. But the main event next week, Seth Rollins versus the Ring General, Walter. And the winner challenges Finn Balor for the WWE Championship at King of the Ring. But ladies and gentlemen, earlier tonight on Main Event, we saw Oney Lorcan, the North American champion, step into the ring with Jinder Mahal. And after Oney Lorcan defeated Mansoor and Matt Riddle in a triple threat elimination matchup to determine the first North American champion, it would be Oney Lorcan who would defeat Jinder Mahal. And as Lorcan stood in the middle of the ring with that North American championship in his hand, it would be Timothy Thatcher stepping into the ring, and Timothy Thatcher immediately would step up to the champion. Oney Lorcan would give him a sign of approval, but before hitting him with the title, Oney Lorcan would eventually say yes to his statement, and he would accept his challenge. But not before Oney Lorcan would catch him off guard, and boom, look at that, big uppercut. This happened earlier tonight before we went on the air, and Oney Lorcan would just take his title and go. But ladies and gentlemen, that was Main Event, and this is Monday Night Raw. And right now, it is time for the main event of the evening. The Bruiserweight Evolution Zone. Pete Dunne with Triple H. With Triple H behind him in his shadow, Pete Dunne awaits his next bit of opportunity, and Pete Dunne with another bit of action. Pete Dunne finally getting another opportunity to shine, and in the King of the Ring tournament, Pete Dunne is certainly a favorite to win, but he has possibly one of the most unpredictable matchups in his career. He is going to be going one-on-one with the professional disliker of people, Josh Briggs. And Josh Briggs says himself, chances are I don't like you. So if you step into his path, especially in the middle of the ring, you are not going to end up in the same way that you did entering it. But now Pete Dunne, he steps into the ring. But what awaits him? Well, gotta say, the music certainly fits. As you heard the song say, I effing hate you. That is basically what Josh Briggs' whole career is about. Josh Briggs with that protective shoulder plate over his chest, covered in adhesive, making sure that his shoulder is going to stay in place. Briggs is a certainly superior athlete. I mean, I believe he's 6'5", 6'6", almost 300 pounds, something like that. But Josh Briggs is going to have to, well, I don't know, because Josh Briggs certainly has a height advantage, especially on, and Josh Briggs, he is known to, fly over the ropes. He's known to, have all of these athletic abilities, but it's, we got to see it first. We got to see Josh Briggs absolutely, do what he does best, and that's hate people. But Josh Briggs, the evolved wrestler, as he has been called by his peers. You can hear this crowd certainly behind Pete Dunne here tonight. But Josh Briggs and Pete Dunne immediately step into the ring, and already you can see the height difference. This is definitely going to play a factor in this matchup. But Pete Dunne, look at this now with the right hands. Look at that, Josh Briggs just absorbing those hits like it's nothing. And now Josh Briggs grabbing Pete Dunne. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa. Trying to go for a military press. Pete Dunne able to roll him over. I think Josh Briggs may have gotten his leg under the rope. It doesn't matter. Josh Briggs able to roll out of it. And look at this now. Josh Briggs could have Pete Dunne away. Pushes him away. Pete Dunne now grabbing Josh Briggs by the arm. Pulling him down. That is certainly a way to take down a giant. But right now, we all know how meticulous Pete Dunne is when it comes to manhandling his opponents. And right now, it seems like, never mind. Curse of the commentator. Double time as Pete Dunne able to counter out of that. Couldn't do it that time. But now Josh Briggs able to counter into a power bomb, dropping Pete Dunne right on the top of his head. Josh Briggs now looking down at Pete Dunne. Oh no, come on. Josh Briggs lifts him up. Whoa! Pete Dunne able to roll him over. He has him over. Is he going to put him away? Come on, one, no. Just back and forth, both of these men go. The professional disliker of people, Josh Briggs, continues to hammer away on the bruiserweight. And, Josh Briggs again, just taking it apart Pete Dunne in any way that he can. And wait a minute now, trying to go for a suplex, but no, Pete Dunne able to counter. Pete Dunne, Pete Dunne with a big counter, big enziguri, follows up with a boot stomp and a kick again. But now Pete Dunne, with Triple H watching on, he's got to be pleased about what he sees here tonight. Oh, wait a minute now. Pete Dunne grabs Josh Briggs, a big sit-out powerbomb. Could have Briggs put away. No, and Briggs able to kick out. Triple H, he's certainly pleased with Drew McIntyre. With Drew McIntyre's win last week over Cedric Alexander. Big hammer strike from Josh Briggs. But as we've seen from both of these men, if it comes to it, Drew McIntyre said he will not hold back on Pete Dunne no matter what. And Pete Dunne said, I won't do the same. So look at this now, Josh Briggs looking Pete Dunne right in the eyes as Pete Dunne sends Briggs over the top rope. Pete Dunne now looking for the next bit of offense that he wants to endure on Josh Briggs. A huge right hand again. And trying to go for the enziguri, but Josh Briggs able to counter. And look at this. Oh no. Come on. No. Oh my God. Big power bomb against the apron. Pete Dunne, look at this. Briggs just showing off. Pete Dunne's trying to recover on the outside. Look at this. Josh Briggs just yelling at the crowd and at Triple H. Look at this. Briggs getting in the face of Triple H, the referee, at a count of 6. And wait a minute. Pete Dunne counters with a backstabber. Pete Dunne sneaking up on Josh Briggs, able to deliver a backstabber, count of 8 here. Don't want to end this matchup in a bye or any kind of draw. But look at this now, Pete Dunne. Look at this again, taking advantage of his only good arm. And Pete Dunne is firing away and stomps on the spine. Stomping on the spine. Pete Dunne, Pete Dunne again. Josh Briggs catches the leg. Big clothesline. Just clobbers Pete Dunne in the middle of the ring. But now Briggs trying to get another opportunity. Trapping him. And look at these big strikes on the small frame of Pete Dunne. It's got to be wearing and tearing on Pete Dunne a little bit. Big clothesline from Josh Briggs into the pinfall. 1, 2. No, Pete Dunne gets the shoulder up. But especially in the early goings of a main event match, both of these men got... Wait, what in the hell? Look at the strength of Josh Briggs. Just deadlifts Pete Dunne out of a military press. That had to be at least 8 feet in the air. At least. And look at that. Josh Briggs just already getting that crowd. He may not like people, but he certainly loves the energy that the crowd is giving him here tonight. Josh Briggs looking for something big here, but Pete Dunne able to counter out of it. And a kick to the gut of his own. But now Pete Dunne grabbing Josh Briggs. X-Plex in the middle of the ring. Goes Josh Briggs. 1, 2. No! Josh Briggs with the kick out. Remember, this is the final first round matchup in the King of the Ring tournament for Monday Night Raw. Pete Dunne grabbing Josh Briggs, and he's got him locked into a triangle hold. Pete Dunne may not have him all the way. Oh no. Josh Briggs, look at this. And like earlier we saw with Shayna Baszler and Rhea Ripley, that time Briggs was able to counter because of his sheer strength alone. Big neck breaker delivered from Josh Briggs. And now look at this. Briggs trying to fire away here. Big gut wrench suplex dropping Pete Dunne. Now Pete Dunne trying... Oh no. Josh Briggs, shot directly to the chest. And again, Pete Dunne continues the assault here. Attacking his only good arm, as I keep mentioning. But look at this now. Pete Dunne with the roundhouse. Rolls him out. And Pete Dunne, big super kick into the pinfall. 1. Wow, not even a count of 1 before Josh Briggs able to get the foot on the rope. And once again, Pete Dunne at a disadvantage because of... He's at a disadvantage because of the stature. But look at this now. Pete Dunne able to counter that. Pete Dunne was able to counter that out of that enziguri. But now Pete Dunne, rolls him through. And Pete Dunne with a drop kick. With a big drop kick to the side of the head. Pete Dunne trying to utilize that power game to his advantage. But now Pete Dunne, trying to go for a boot stomp. Briggs just clotheslines him all the way to the outside. Wait a minute now, Josh Briggs. Wait a minute. Oh my God. Josh Briggs is on the top rope. No way. Josh Briggs, big axe handle to the outside. This crowd certainly hyped up for both of these men. Even if Josh Briggs doesn't like him, he is absolutely unloading. And look at this now. He's back to the top rope. Josh Briggs. Oh no. Big shot from Pete Dunne. Directly to the chest. Briggs gets back up to his feet. But now Pete Dunne, trying to go for a tomahawk chop. Briggs moves out of the way. Moves out of the way again. Pete Dunne goes back to the second rope. And, tries to go for an elbow, but that time Briggs able to counter with an elbow himself. And a big splash to follow. Josh Briggs, he's just absolutely manhandling Pete Dunne as it just pulls him away. And Briggs, this is his debut matchup here on Monday Night Raw, too, as well. Wait a minute. Oh, man, what a slam. 1, 2, no. Man, big black hole slam. And look at this now. Briggs with the power again with a deadlift powerbomb. 1, 2, no. Briggs certainly looking beside himself right now to figure out how he can put Pete Dunne away. But Pete Dunne continues. You can hear the crowd, both these guys. They are absolutely ecstatic for this main event. But right now, Josh Briggs has Pete Dunne on the top rope. Oh man, not even using the top rope himself. Big superplex from Josh Briggs. And look at this, Pete Dunne. Look at this. Look at the fire in the eyes of Pete Dunne. But wait a minute. Whoa, what the hell? What, Josh Briggs into a torture rack, into a backstabber. Oh my God. Josh Briggs showing out a very impressive moveset. And wait a minute. Briggs. Oh, Briggs counters. He's got him up for the bitch destroyer. Into the pinfall. He hooks the leg. Pete Dunne could be put away. No. But Pete Dunne able to get the shoulder up at the last minute. Triple H's anxiety has to be on full alert right now. Because right now Briggs just almost crippled Pete Dunne with the bitch destroyer. But now Pete Dunne, look at this, he's getting that momentum he needs. Just grabbing the arm of, oh no, come on, not again. And now Pete Dunne just battering Josh Briggs. Oh no, oh, a boot directly to the face. Oh, but no, this time Pete Dunne, he's got it locked. He's got it locked in for something. Look at this, the joint manipulation from Pete Dunne just, oh. The joint manipulation from Pete Dunne never ceases to amaze. But wait a minute now, Pete Dunne grabbing Josh Briggs. Oh my God, Romero special from Pete Dunne. Briggs all the way up in the air. You gotta think, that's gotta be some strength from Pete Dunne to be able to hold Josh Briggs up like that, especially because of the stature. Whoa, Briggs. But again, because of the stature, Briggs able to roll out of it quickly. And that clothesline just clocked him directly in the face. But now Josh Briggs, Briggs has Pete Dunne. And look at that, gonna do a few reps for the camera. Oh, and just drops him down. Josh Briggs, for someone who doesn't like people, he is certainly showing a lot of vanity here tonight. Oh, but look at this now, Pete Dunne trying to go for something big there. Pete Dunne grabbing Josh Briggs. Oh, wait a minute now. What is he thinking? Pete Dunne lifting Josh Briggs up to the top rope. This is in a bad position no matter who you are. Oh my God, no. Pete Dunne, big German suplex all the way from the top. All the way from the top. Triple H is pleased. Triple H telling him to put this matchup away. Pete Dunne now pulling Josh Briggs up. And look at this, Pete Dunne fires away. Oh my God, Pete Dunne has him up. Big tombstone pile driver from Pete Dunne. Triple H is absolutely off the rails. Pete Dunne now, big shot, and he has Josh Briggs for the bitter end. Briggs could be put away, and Pete Dunne moves on in the King of the Ring tournament. Pete Dunne, what an amazing main event. The Bitch Destroyer and the Bruiserweight both went toe-to-toe, but in the end, Pete Dunne was able to best him. Pete Dunne was able to utilize that little bit of strength and fire he had to put away his opponent. And right now, Pete Dunne celebrates. And Triple H, Triple H told the guy to cut the music. Triple H now. Wait, Triple H telling Pete he'll take out the trash. What does that mean? Josh Briggs trying to get back up to his feet. Wait, what the hell is Triple H? Triple H, pedigree! Pedigree on Josh Briggs. Pete Dunne is looking on in amazement. Pete Dunne he's got to be looking. Pete Dunne's got to be looking. He can't believe it. Pete Dunne is all about sportsmanship, but wait, Pete Dunne is. I think Triple H maybe wanted Pete Dunne to give it the last shot, but Pete Dunne's walking out. And oh, come on. Triple H, pedigree.